What's the story? You got something for me or what?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing there? Matthew? What are you looking at? It's all right, baby. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything, and I didn't see anything.
How old are you?
3 years old.
If you saw me again, would you remember me?
I'm not stupid. Do I look retarded?
Go on, get out of here. Take off.
Why are you telling me all this stuff? Jesus. Up to now, you were clean as a baby. Never been picked up, never been fingerprinted, never been photographed. That was why you were so valuable to us.
It's no big deal. The kid's an infant, for Christ's sake.
Don't you read the newspapers? A whole family in Illinois slaughtered in their own house. Everybody but a 2 or 3 year old kid. Then the police psychologist and the FBI get to work on this kid. And then you know what? They get a positive ID.
Bullshit. Bullshit! There's no way you're gonna get a conviction with that kind of evidence.
I'm not talking about convictions. You get nabbed as a suspect, you compromise us all. You put our work in jeopardy.
The mother didn't even see me. Nobody saw me with a kid. She didn't come out till later. She doesn't know anything.
I don't want to know about it either. I won't be seeing you again.
Don't walk on any of the graves. It's bad luck.
Slaying of a big-time drug dealer in an alley in Lower Manhattan. Despite intensified efforts by authorities, no witnesses have been found to the brutal stabbing, which experts consider to be the work of a professional hitman. A specialist who uses a knife instead of a gun to dispatch his victims. The killing has been linked to a series of 3 other knife murders in the New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia area. Anyone with information regarding this homicide is urged to call the police hotline at 771-9400. 24 were killed as blasts ripped through a Long Island fireworks plant today, damaging
You just stick to your story, sweetie, even if they question you again. You were asleep with the kid, and you saw nothing and heard nothing. Why raise a finger to help those bastard cops after the way they treat us, shoving us around?
I knew there was something wrong with that apartment when I got it. You know, there had to be something, or cockroaches, or rusty pipes, or something.
Sally,
like
a corpse is worse than cockroaches. You had the best idea, honey. Don't volunteer any information. But if you had seen it, would you tell?
You mean would I testify?
Well, how do you know? I mean, maybe somebody had a good reason to kill this guy. I mean, what if it was a woman and this guy was screwing her around and she finally decided to put him on ice?
Look, it wasn't like that. It wasn't a spur-of-the-moment thing. The guy was lured down an alley and had his throat slit.
But if it was a woman and she had a good reason, like maybe the guy was beating her and the kids, or pumping her full of drugs, or making her turn tricks, would you go pointing the finger at her?
Didn't they acquit that woman who shot her husband because he was beating her? They let her walk right out of the court.
That was not in the state of New York.
Anyway, it wasn't a woman.
How do you know? You saw him, didn't you? Didn't you?
No, I felt him. I mean, I heard the footsteps.
Sally, you're not dealing with the issue here. I mean, let's just suppose it was a woman. A sister.
Why does everything have to be a political issue with you?
Because when the time comes, a lot of guys are going to have to get what's coming to them.
So that's what World War III is going to be, the girls against the guys.
We're not girls. Okay, we're women. You think our only weapon is to withhold sex, don't you? They don't realize that the kitchen they've locked us into, imprisoned us in, is full of weapons. Sharp, pointed weapons. No, they wouldn't close their eyes at night if they thought about what we're capable of.
Well, I'm not capable of that.
Oh, no? What about with Fred? What if he came back again and tried to take Matthew away? The police wouldn't stop him this time.
I wish you wouldn't talk like that in front of Matthew. He understands everything you say.
Oh, he's just a kid. He can't understand me.
And all this talk about feminist homicide is really making me crazy. It's dangerous. Let's just settle up.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Just waiting for some son of a bitch to walk in here and ask for my money. I'd blow the bastard away.
And what if a woman came in here? Would you blast her away, too?
I'd wound the bitch.
You got it all worked out.
Hey, you're gonna be at the demonstration on Friday. The buses leave promptly at 11:45, so don't be late.
I'm
At
not
11
going
point-
on those buses. I mean, I'm taking Matthew, and I just get there on my own, okay?
Just remember, the orientation meeting is on Thursday, and they'll have all the literature.
All right.
Okay. Hey, how about a little contribution now that you're loaded?
I knew I wouldn't get out of here with my money.
What's more important to you than the cost, Sally? I mean, you don't want Matthew to grow up in a world that's been poisoned with toxic waste and DDT and God knows what else they put in
No, I
those
want him to grow up
rivers.
strong and healthy so some woman can stab him or shoot him. What's the matter? I know. See, you're upsetting now. You're upsetting.
Oh.
Sometimes I wake up screaming, a distant subway rumble. I walk for miles but know the city don't hold no answers. I pass 1,000 faces, I brush 1,000 shoulders. The lights are hot but I know nobody sees me.
Who is that? Who is that? That's me. That's me.
East side, west
That's me.
side,
Who is that?
all around the town. Seems to me there's no way for the lost to be found. Gotta move, gotta break, make the mark while I can. I'm a shadow on the walls of the city. Just a shadow on the walls of the city. I'm a shadow on the walls. city. Just a shadow on the walls of the city. Though you don't think you know me, though we haven't had the pleasure, you're gonna see me again and again. If I make the wrong impression, if I overstay my welcome, I'll make you sweat if you try to remove the traces. There's a mist, black as death, takes its form, finds its place on a park, in a train. Turn around, see my face. It ain't much, just my little way of saying hello. I'm a shadow on the walls of the city. Just a shadow on the walls of the city. I'm a shadow on the walls of the city. Just a shadow on the walls of the city.
Are you lost? Well, you've been wandering around. I thought you should have maybe dropped some breadcrumbs behind you so you could find your way home. Obviously, you don't know where you're going.
No, I was just sort of looking around, you know.
See anything you like?
Yeah, you know, we've been kind of running into each other quite a bit, haven't we?
Matthew, this man is lost. I'm kind of lost, too. But Matthew knows his way home. He's going to show us.
Matthew?
He'll show us.
Is that where we're going? Home?
Do you have a home?
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
Yep. John. John Ross. See? Didn't even have to put my name tag.
Well, I'm Sal, and you, of course, you know Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew. We're old friends. You tired? You want me to carry you?
You want Johnny to carry you, Matthew? I don't think he minds.
Come on, Matthew.
Oh! Is that all right, honey?
Does he always take to strangers like that?
I'm bringing him up to trust people until they disappoint him.
It's a good way to bring up a kid, you know?
How long were you going to follow me around before you got up the nerve?
You spotted me right off, right?
Well, you don't look like everybody else.
What is that, a compliment? I mean, weren't you scared?
Of what?
Some guy following you around the street.
Well, I knew what you wanted.
Oh, pretty sure, huh? I mean, maybe I have a thing for women with kids. Maybe it's a maternal thing, you know?
I remind you of your mother?
Maybe I kind of miss my mother. You know that late movie, that late show? The Grapes of Wrath with Henry Fonda. You know that lady